to get this one started after this.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay, all set to go. And now, Anthony Volpe. That one finds the zone. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Kicks and fires. Got him. And now one away.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got three straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
1 out, bases empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2 just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And Judge spoils that one. 2 outs, bases empty. Comes up empty.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And now the Blue Jays will get there. Here's the veteran out. Fielder George Springer. Late on that fastball.
Oh, and 1.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Right through there for a strike. Springer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one ripped left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And it's now first and second to start the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a base hit on a line. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Golden opportunity right here. On a line. Bellinger makes the grab. And there's one down. And now the DH, Will Wagner. That one lifted to left. Makes the grab, 2 down. Applies the tag, and they get 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure, for them they feel that they are right at home.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson, the Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Austin Wells.
Austin Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ripped right center field. Lucas going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now in Toronto. And now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. Cole back to work. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Volpe throws to first in time. And a quick out number 1. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be costly.
That one laced to center and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger moving under this one. Makes the grab. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. So it's and we're back. Here is Goldschmidt. Right through there for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Struck him out looking.
Gosh, here it is, headed. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Jason Dominguez stands in now and watches strike 1. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Cabrera goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side in the third. As we go to the last of the third, here's George Springer. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now, Anthony Santander. That one is absolutely belted. That's a hit. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one ripped. Squeezes it. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. Back here at Rogers Center, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Anthony Volpe. That clips the corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. Go ahead run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fought off foul. Volpe gets his lead at first with nobody out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one fouled off. That's a strike.
0-2 with the count.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We're midway in the 4th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Will Wagner.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Dominguez pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Cole a check to first. Tag, and he's picked off.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Base knock center field. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. A single his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. This one's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Blue Jays held in check. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Out in front and foul to the left side.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Kirk makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Goldie swings through it for strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Stanton at second with two down. And a swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout in this one. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
A hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
2 on, 1 out. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. On a line, base hit. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. 0 for 2 in this one. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That one drilled left field. Dominguez makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. 1 for 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. On the ground to Jazz. And that's the third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back now in Toronto. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. Gausman winds and deals. That one fouled off. This one popped up right side. Jimenez hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fly ball down the line. And George makes the grab. That's out number 2. Here is Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Cabrera stands at second with 2 gone. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Clement. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Make it 6. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap at right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
And a base hit up the middle. Now here is Nathan Lucas. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And now 2 aboard. So the batting order turns over, and the batter is George Springer. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Base hit, 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get bull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Big.
That one ripped. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
0 for 3 in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but
Marcus Stroman on the pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3. Hit on the ground to short. Over to Goldie. Ends the inning after they racked up. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before game.
Foul ball. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Foul ball still 0-2. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. There's the strike.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boot. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Clement makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. And now Andres Gimenez. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the out.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 8-0. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Stroman, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Bo Bichette now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And foul ball. Yoan. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Smoked on the ground to second. Over to first, and that'll keep more runs. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And it's fouled away.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Now, Jason Dominguez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Stays alive. The Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Out to short. No play. That's an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball.
Cabrera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for the Yankees. Bottom of the 8th. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep, and they add on. It's 9-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next for Toronto, Will Wagner. And a swing and a line drive into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only new pitcher for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now Nathan Lucas. On the ground, could be 2. Out on the off-balance throw. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Ranging back. Reaching for it and brings it in. We go to the 9th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fastball for a strike at 95.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact like the deep.
Here's the tag, and he's out. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
No wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
That's in there, and that's strike 2.
But what's amazing that he's just now about to throw his one.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Feels like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the tea. And I'm still just trying to understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love? Make me dance by myself now. Is it our love? Set my soul on fire. Is it our love that takes me a little too higher? An empty glass is what I got. Mess is what I'm like. I'm just feeling good, trying to understand. Since we put it on the table, it's feeling like I'm unable to comprehend. I still don't understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love? Make me dance by myself now. Is it our love that sets my soul on fire? Love.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, to change another guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds. The victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder. If there's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter. I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testify. Deliverable, I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was going to do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded y'all just don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection, maybe like black. Well, who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still you huru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you? No telling what I got in the system.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. Digging in, Junior Caminero. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, 1 out. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Little chopper rolls foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
7 fouls in a row. Such an...
Goes down looking.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3. Here's George Springer to start it off. Late swing fouled off. Springer launched a homer in his most recent game. And the righty deals. That one is absolutely belted. This one looks like trouble.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Bo Bichette up to the dish, and that's a base hit into left field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying and whipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And he gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Brewer. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Over to Diaz, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays.
Wagner.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Ernie Clement will hit next. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's George Springer. Base hit, 1 run in already. Runner holds up at third, base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across. And the Rays manager Joe Boyle gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Ball comes in, runner stops at third, bases still loaded with 2 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 10-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Grounded out his first time up. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So man aboard, and next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. He's already homered in this game. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now that is second
and now for the Jays, Andres Gimenez. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third, base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across. So digging in, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. Base hit, 1 run in already. Ball comes in, runner stops at third, base. Alex Faedo will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third, base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across. And the batter is George Springer. On the ground, out to short. They get the force. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. Finally, the inning comes to a close after they push across. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. Now it's the rookie DH, Cameron Meisner. That one pushed to the left and foul. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette settles under this one. Makes the catch. One up, one down. Ha-Seong Kim digs in now. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. And that one in the air, center field. Springer on the move. Brings it in. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Swings through that one for strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
On the ground to third. On the run. Sent it over to first. And he'll be safe at first. Man at first, Johnny DeLuca. Next to hit for the Rays. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS.
No ball, 2 strike.
He goes down looking. So no runs on no hits, 1 error. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Anthony Santander at the plate. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 15-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That's a hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And that is out of play. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the
Drew Rasmussen comes on now.
Drew Rasmussen.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now. In the air out to center. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Right through there, got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Third baseman.
Now up for Tampa Bay,
Caminero.
Junior Caminero. And first offering is fouled off. Diaz leads off first with 1 away. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Back to the mound. It hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In to score from first. Now here is Cameron Meisner. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. Well struck right field. And it one-hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd. Back now in Toronto. Start of the 4th. And the batter now, Ha-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And they'll do it again. The Jays up big in this one, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. To third, and that chance handled. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Will Wagner. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
That's out to center field. DeLuca under this one. Hauls it in for the out. So up next, Andres Gimenez. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Laced to right center, base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And here is Ernie Clement. Out to short. They take the force out, and the inning is over. So no. We're in the second game of this division series. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. And a foul ball.
Well, these Rays, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. I'm surprised with all the strikeouts looking we've seen from them. Sometimes you get fooled up there, but it's just happening too often right now. I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One down. Lau at the plate. 1 for 2. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Lau, a former All-Star. 30 years old now. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. It's 17-3. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And he can't come up with it.
Now batting right fielder,
So a man at
Josh
first.
Lowe.
Next to hit, Josh Lowe. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Caminero at first, one gone. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Foul ball still 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Chopper to second. Gimenez tosses to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Danny Jansen to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
One ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. 1-1 now. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Oh. 2 balls. 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fastball right back to the mound. He never makes a throw. Both runners are safe. And I'm just scratching my head. So 2 on and 2 away. Cameron Meisner getting ready to hit. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Rasmussen back to work. On the ground right side. He takes it on his own. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. So up next for Toronto, George Springer. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day. 1 out, runner at second. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and a base hit right there. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And the batter now, Anthony Santander. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. It's 20-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Kevin Kelly. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 21-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you do.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, and it's gone! He circles the bases. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 22-3.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. One down. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nabs it. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the top of the 6th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. There's a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
On the ground, Jimenez sends it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one in the air. Clement. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
DeLuca in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Up the middle. Bichette fires to first on the run. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Now batting, first baseman, Yandy.
So the lineup flips
Diaz.
over. Here's the Rays' leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error. And now it's Brandon Lowe. That one out to right. Springer. And makes the grab. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. Ground ball right side. Lowe sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now
and next for Toronto, Anthony Santander, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
He steps on the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
A lot going on right there. First of all, first baseman making that diving stop. So many times he's looking desperately for the pitcher to feed it to, but he decides to get up and beat that base runner to the bag. Pretty impressive right there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. On the ground to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. It's in and out of his glove. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Manuel Rodriguez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So now here's the DH, Will Wagner. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now if it did.
Line to left. That is the inning. Top of inning number 7. Down the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the breaking his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Now fly ball to right center. Springer there makes the catch. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. And that's a base hit. Now it's Jansen to hit.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So now the DH spot, Cameron Meisner. In the air, center field, Lucas sizing this one up. He's got it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. And that one ripped to left. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now. And here is Ernie Clement. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. We go to the 8th. And stepping in for the Rays, Ha-Sung Kim. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a good eye there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, headed. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Jimenez hauls it in to end the inning. This one back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. Rodriguez back to work. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. And they add to the lead. It's 24-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Maybe a 2-ball, 5. Can't glove it cleanly. Over to Lau. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. And that's a base hit. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now the DH, Will Wagner. Back up the middle and a base hit. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. And the Rays manager. So bases all loaded up. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. To the right side, a sliding stop, gathers and throws, and they get the out. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. Last chance for the Rays coming up. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball there. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's a little bit low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today. One out, runner at second. Stepping in, Junior Caminero. And first offering is fouled off. One out, the runner at second here in the late stages of game 2.
Right through there for a strike.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Coming home, he will score. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Josh Lowe.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Got him swinging. Down to the last out for the Rays.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. It wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Jansen in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit to second, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a must-win for this team. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping Game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for Game 3.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Springer swings, belts one. Out to left. It's off the top of the wall. Bo Bichette up to the dish. One at second, and that's all they'll get. Anthony Santander at the plate. And that one hammered on its way. And it is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. That's his 5th homer in the series. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Runner on at first with one gone. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. And that one wrapped foul. Wagner with a couple of homers in his last game. Line drive to short and caught. Here's a catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Ripped on the ground to second. On to Kim. That's the 3rd out. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Bottom of the 1st. Here's the veteran first baseman, Yandy Diaz. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Swings through that.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Steps on first for the out. Brandon Lowe next to hit for the Rays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Lowe with a homer in his last game. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
One out, base is empty.
Strike. Woo.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Right through there for a strike. Berrios, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Out to short, Bichette. Fires across the diamond, and that ends the inning. 3rd game of the division series. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first. 1 out in the 2nd. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
And it stays fair. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. Here's George Springer. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Golden opportunity right here. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
0-1 now. Liner caught at second.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Hard hit, right side. Over to Diaz. Out to escape. Back here at Tropicana Field. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
I'm focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my mental.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Caught him looking for the K. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 bats.
Well, going to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bradley back to work. Ripped to right, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Fought off foul. Here's your 1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Vladdy coming around 3rd. He'll score. Cut off. Throw to 3rd. The tag out. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. To the right side. Oh, great stop. From his backside. Nicely done for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Here's Andres Jimenez. There's a swing and a drive, and it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 run. Back now in Tampa Bay, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The first baseman, number 2.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Out to short, Bichette. Low throw, picked, he's safe.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nathan Lucas. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And he boots it. Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter is George Springer. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. 0 for 2 in this one. That one drilled left field, and that's just foul.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
And there's a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back. Out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. His 6th of the series. It's 7-0.
Well, he comes through big time at the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Base hit center field. Man at first, nobody out. Will Wagner will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. This one smoked, could be trouble. Guerrero around second, headed for third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Tag, too late, he scores. And it's an 8-run lead.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
One down. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Line drive. Palacios snags it. 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Oh, he gloves it over to first. And that's a great play for the out. ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's going to be Junior Caminero. That's in there, 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. That's down and in. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Danny Jansen to hit here. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. 3rd game of the division series. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. That one the other way. Palacios makes the catch. 1 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Hit hard on the ground is short. That takes care of Springer.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Bichette at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. Man at second here with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. And the Rays manager making man in scoring position with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Santander at second with 2 down. Ripped to right. Low makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Cameron Meisner. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, that's inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This one in the air, right field. Springer on the move. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Seong Kim. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, man. Not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea. Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, left side. Santander in pursuit. Brings it in for the third out. Top six. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. DeLuca takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now batting.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Double play ball to second. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Tropicana.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of your blue eyes and brown hair. How could I resist the color of your stare? It doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotions, 7 days at a time. Oh, the water's blue, and so are you. I won't be running out anytime soon. I go up and I come down, but I remember the day I was still around. Yeah, the water was just right, like your lips so warm. But now my heart is torn between the rose and the thorn. Yeah, times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming the oceans of emotions, 7 days at a time. The water's blue, and so are you.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Ready to go now. In half up to hit. Inside. And that's how Game 4 gets underway. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Kyle Tucker stands in now and watches strike one. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swing and a foul straight back. That to right. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Michael Busch digs in now. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Struck him out looking. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's George Springer. Right side, hard hit. In time to Busch. One gone, bottom half of the first. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, but he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
And Guerrero is set down. 2 down, base is empty. Will Wagner, the next to hit. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Ripped on a line, dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
On the ground. In plenty of time to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Jays get a pair on this homer. 2-0 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Varsho after it. Makes the grab, one away. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. This one in the air. Guerrero under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
0-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The fourth game of the World Series. Down the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Boyd back to work. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And quickly one away in the second. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Swanson fires over to first. That takes care of. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Gage Workman. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to first. But it kicks foul. Gausman, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch. Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again. And that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Kicks and deals. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Clement makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cubs back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first, it's there, and that's a great play. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. And that one sliced foul. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
That's ripped. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now a chance for Will Wagner. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Run across.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, they got it for out number 2.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Diving, makes the grab. Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Tucker. Tucker with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him. Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And that is out of play. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. Late on that fastball.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Santander makes the play. 2 down. Swanson digs in. Fastball for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And a 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th. Bottom of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. And the batter is George Springer. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the
For the Chicago
and now,
Cubs.
Bo Bichette singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Ray.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Liner caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now here is Will Wagner. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And that extends the inning. Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Here's Andres Gimenez, both 2 in this one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And here is Ernie Clement.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Ripped on a line to center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And that is that. In this inning, the long
City going up, so you better buzz. Finna see who really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, today gotta go and see the judge. Better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be a wanted me to get a little bread. The couple in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life. Took them hits in stride. If I die for the guys, and my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back. 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 Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my LA. Under the ground, running around, we was them kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my teeth off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back.
I be gone.
Hope you watching your
Watch my back. Stay gon' run on how they come.
Hope you watching.
Get your block. Get that. Up first, better not miss that. Tell me if you with that.
I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive, when I dive deep in the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me, when it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me, if I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive